Welcome to Renewed Movement. My name is Christina, and we are moving our bodies on purpose, with purpose, and just for a new purpose this semester. This season, I am literally on break still from school, so don't mind me. We are in our second trimester and just loving movement within this season. So if you're ready, let's go to make sure that we have the proper pieces of equipment in front of us. We're gonna make sure that we have dumbbells, a few different options for either regular dumbbells, pill weights, and or the option to use wrist wraps, which will then also be used for ankle wraps. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. Grab your heaviest weight or whichever weight you feel comfortable grabbing today. We're gonna stay standing on our mats, left hand on those hips, watch as started. We are gonna be stepping off to the right with a little bit of a curl and then pressing diagonally to our left. I'm gonna show you the first one and then you can join me when you're ready. From here, we lunge and curl, press, back to center. Nice. Join me on this next one. We go lunge and curl, press, back to center. It is January 3rd. How is everyone feeling this New Year's? I know that some of our goals might have changed or might look different. I know mine do. I shared in the last video that we are training for a marathon. That was kind of a goal prior to pregnancy for my second marathon. I just didn't know that I'd be crossing the finish line at 26 weeks pregnant. Lord willing, but if the body and the baby have different goals, that's okay. We rock with it. That's actually kind of how this YouTube channel started. My last day teaching in the Hot Pilates studio was November 1st. And up until then, I honestly always thought, since Blake and I got engaged, that I would be rocking a pregnancy Pilates in studio. But because of the heat, because of the possible dehydration and heart rate, it just wasn't a good idea. There we go, last one. And then we're taking it to squat and curls only. Nice, then take a deep breath. We go squat and curl, up, take a deep breath. So, just because the original plan didn't work out, doesn't mean that we ditched the plan completely. So we are here in our upstairs home studio, but I'm so thankful that I didn't give up on the plan, that I just found a new route. So I hope that whatever you have on your heart this year, whatever you had on your heart last year, but maybe pregnancy rattled the plans just a little bit, I hope that you view it as a new opportunity to find a new path, babe, to find a new route, to still get to that end goal. Nice. Remember, these are all at your own cadence, at your own pace, making sure that we're really activating those glutes, pressing through those heels. We've just got a few more. And then you know the drill, we're gonna keep it low into a pulse in 4. You know it. In 3. I feel like those pauses come to haunt me. 2. Last one, hold it low. Just pulse it out. Nice. Elbow high, core tucked, press through those heels. Yep, we've got 4 more. Go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. We've got to take it to the other side. Let's switch those hands. Now let's make sure that we have all of our weight into our left leg. Right leg, left leg is up. We are going to be going towards the left. Hands on those hips. Remember, we are going to be curling and lunging, crossing, bringing it back to center. Take a deep breath. We go in 4, 3, get ready, 2, let's go and curl. We go out, press, in, nice. Ooh, at your own pace. So, not only do I always encourage people to do things when they're scared, to use their voice, even when their voice shakes, to walk towards that goal, even when their knees buckle. But I promise, it is easier said than done sometimes. It has actually been a full month of me posting on YouTube. And just as of 2 days ago, I just shared it with one of my best friends. Y'all, that's kind of wild, right? So I think that the next goal that I have is to just punch fear in the face and start talking about this channel. Luckily, I've had a little bit of communication. Mari, I don't know if you're on the other side of the screen, but having you comment has been an absolute blessing because I've missed like the interaction in the studio, having people to talk to, having people to encourage, having my galleys that I communicate. So if you've made it this far in the video, do me a favor, at the end of your workout, go and write something in the chat below. Tell me your name. I want to give you a little bit of a shout out. I want to encourage you in these moves. Whoo, nice. Last one, I had to concentrate. This 8 pound on this side is getting a little heavy. All right, take a deep breath. Now lunge to the side only. Take a deep breath. We go squat and curl. In, take a deep breath. Remember your own pace. All of our bodies are different. All of our levels of athleticism in this season are changing. And yes, I said athleticism. Just because we're not still wearing varsity jackets doesn't mean that we aren't athletes. Doesn't mean that we don't have the same mindset as athletes. To get on the mat when we don't want to get on the mat when it's uncomfortable, when it's not convenient, when we don't have time. And I know sometimes we really don't have time. You just have to be selfish, babe. You do matter. Your time on the mat matters. Your mindset matters. Okay, not just for you anymore, but we've got one more person to make sure that we are fixing it in here and in here before anything else. Got 4. Yes, you can. 3. Come on. There you go. 2. Hold it low. Pulse it out. Woo. Nice. Just sink in those heels. 4 more. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Woo. Bring it up. We're gonna take it down to the mat, grab a sip of water. I'm not sure if you can hear the music, but it says something about leaving this place. I don't know what it is about you. It's a good one. But it made me giggle because I was like, oh yeah, I want to leave this place too out of this squat and pulse. I wanted to leave. All right, after you grab your sip of water, after you shook out your legs, we are gonna reach for those ankle wraps if you have them. If not, no big deal. These are just a 1 pound added bonus. I'm gonna place them on today. I did have just a few people in the studio loving these and not knowing when to place them on. So like right now would be the perfect time if you wanted to give it a go if you do have them. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on our side. We are gonna make sure that we are on our left elbow, making sure that everything from our left fingertips all the way down to the elbow, that whole entire forearm is placed down on the mat. Take a deep breath. And I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have those knees slightly in front of those hips. Now we're gonna go ahead and send that right foot out. Toe is pointed. Right here, we're just gonna go ahead and pulse it up. Nice. So we were just working on those really large compound muscles in those side squat, lunges, however you decided to move your body. So we really wanna make sure that we activate all 3 major muscles in those glutes. Those inner thighs are gonna be activated. Do me a favor and point that toe just a little bit harder. There you go. Now I want you to squeeze that quad just a little bit more for 4, 3, 2, we lower and lift. We go lower, lift. Keep it going. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. So all we're doing is either hovering the mat or tapping the ground in front of you. Lower, lift, lower, Nice. So not only are we using those legs, we're also using those obliques to keep the body up. Ribs are nice and closed. Core is tight. Hold it up. Pulse it out. Pulse. For 4, 3, 2, take it back and forward. We go back and forward. So back nice and slow, and forward even slower. Back, forward. There we go. Nice. Point that toe. Don't stop. Even if you have to relax that leg for just a moment. Now pick it back up. Nice. Nothing wrong with stopping. Nothing wrong with taking a break. We go 4, 3, 2, hold it in front, pulse it up. So I know that sometimes we do have a little bit of pain in our wrist, forearms. Maybe we aren't able to hold that belly the same way that we used to. So maybe laying down on the mat is a better option for you. So if you decide that you want to lay down on the mat, we're just going to make sure that the back of our tricep is down on the mat, that we are either resting our hand in our palm or behind the nape of our neck so we don't crank our neck. Woo. 4, 3, tap and lift, tap, lift, tap, lift. These don't have to be large. There we go. We want to make sure that that foot goes no higher than hip distance. Nice. So think about if you had like a 2x4, or if your hand extended all the way from your hips all the way down. You just want to tap your palm. That's what you're going to imagine. 4 more. We've got 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Take it back. We go back and forward. Back and forward. Now another option, if that does hurt your neck at all, we can go ahead and just rest our cheek onto our left bicep. Arms are long. Core is still activated. Feeling those obliques wrap around into those glutes, into those quads and hammies. And you're pointing that toe so hard that you feel it in your calves. Back, forward, almost done. Last one. You know the drill. Hold it forward, pulse it up, pulse. This is where we finish. We should be feeling this pretty intensely in our glutes and in our oblique, starting for about mid-ribs, wrapping all the way around to that lower back. Woo, point those toes, squeeze those glutes, flex those quads. You've got 4 more. Go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, mamas. Proud of you. Let's go ahead and contract that core. Let's go ahead and push through those arms, protecting ourselves as we get on up. Let's go ahead and switch those bodies around, making sure that we are on to our right forearm. Today's one of those days that like the brain doesn't want to brain, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have all of the pieces of equipment out of the way, that we are stacked onto our right forearm, knees slightly in front of those hips, shoulders stacked, chest presented, core tight. That left leg long. From here, just pulse. And remember, option to either come down to your mat. We have a few different options here. Whatever feels most comfortable for you in this season. Just remember that that core is still activated. You're stretching through that leg. Nice, squeezing through that glute. There we go. We've got 4 more. Go 4, 3, 2. Now hold it, tap and lift. We go, tap, lift. So these are just using small twitch muscles. And it is considered a full body because we're not only using just one major muscle in our legs, but we are literally using inner thighs, outer thighs, glutes, hammies, quads, calves. Now it's about that time where I'm like, concentrate. If you have watched a few of my videos, y'all know that I'm just a little bit of a chatty Cathy, and that's okay. We all have different anointings, right? God blessed me to be a chatty Cathy. I was one of those kids that came home with a social butterfly stapled to my jean jacket. That was me. It's okay. 4, 3, 2, hold it up, send it back. We go back and forward. There we go, back and forward. I'm really curious to see what like unspoken attributes or mannerisms that the baby has, like not necessarily knowing how Blake and I were as children. I wonder if we'll see ourselves in the baby just like by some weird DNA genetic characteristic thing. I'm excited. We go back and forward. Last one. You know the drill. Hold it forward, pulse it out. Pulse. Pulse. Remember, option to come down to that forearm. We want to make sure that we're really squeezing through the glutes, really pressing through that flex of the quad. Nice. Now try to just elongate that leg. Really try to point your toe so hard that you are going to reach for that opposite wall. There we go. Pulse. Woo. I'm sure you can hear I'm a little stuffy. Definitely Christmas, New Year's, it is January 3rd, just the holidays, being out and about has definitely maybe gotten me a little sick, but that's okay. We are doing apple cider vinegar, we are doing celery juice, all of the natural things. Hold it up, tap and lift. We go tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift. But if you are a mama and you are feeling just a little bit sick this season, let me know what's kind of been working for you. I'm always up for suggestions. Nice. Now, if you've decided to lay completely flat, I want you to think about stretching this right hand to that wall. Nice. You should feel that stretch in those obliques, in that core. Next one, hold it up, send it back. We go back and forward. Nice. Back and forward. So that heel goes no farther than your glute. So think about if there was, once again, that wall behind your glute. That is where you want to tap that heel. Nice, almost done. Almost done with this movement. We go back, forward, back. Hold it up, pulse it up. We just pulse. Nice. Ooh, we should feel it burning. Tighten that core. We should feel this activated in every single muscle in those legs. Pulse, pulse. 4 more till we done. Go 4, till we're done. 3, till we're done. 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax that leg. Go ahead and get a quick stretch. Safely contract that core. Use those forearms and use that tricep to go ahead and push that body up. We want to make sure that no matter where we are, first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, that we are protecting our bodies every single time that we get up from the bed, the couch, the floor, no matter where we are. I know it's definitely something to be oddly conscious of. All of a sudden, we just like aren't able to use certain core muscles. But if we protect our bodies enough and if we strengthen those core muscles, it is easier for us to get in and out of those movements safely. So let's go ahead and get ready for our next movement. We are going to be in a tabletop position. Now for that tabletop position, I want us to go ahead and put those palms underneath those shoulders. We're going to make sure that those knees are underneath those hips. I want us to look down in between the top of our nails to the top of our mat, protecting our necks, making sure that it is in alignment, that our spine is in alignment. Now from here, I want us to go and extend that right leg long, automatically turn those hips down to the ground. From here, activating that right hamstring, just pulse that leg up, pulse it up. So for this movement, we are going down into some tricep push-ups and then lowering and lifting that leg. It sounds a little intimidating, but do it at your own pace, whatever it is that you can do. Nice. Ooh, I'm sorry if you can hear me sniffling. We're almost done. We're almost done. All right, here we go. In 4, get ready. 3, at your own pace. 2, take it down to a tricep push-up. We go down, up, tap, lift. Down, up, tap, lift. Your own pace. Whatever you can do. We've got just a few more. Elbows nice and tight. We go for 4. Whew. Yes, you can. Come on. 3. Listen to your body. Here we go for 2. This is where we finish. This one's easy. Come on. Last one. Hold it up. Pulse that right leg up. Just pulse. Woo. There we go. So can we shift most of our weight into that left glute? Nice. Taking that pressure off of the wrists. Squeeze that right glute. Point those toes just a little bit harder. We go 4. Come on. 3. This is where we finish. 2. And 1. Nice. Go ahead and bring that right leg down. Bring those hips down. We're gonna roll out those wrists and get to the other side. Now this one, because it is just a little bit more difficult, weight distribution, engaging that core, we don't wanna be in these movements for long if we haven't done them prior to. So short movements to see how comfortable you are, to see where you are within this season, and then if you see it again in the next workouts, you know how to handle it just a little bit better, okay? So once again, we're gonna go to the other side, lifting that left leg up, pointing that toe, making sure that those hips are turned down to the ground, making sure that we are looking in between our fingernails and the mat. Neck is in alignment. From here, we just go ahead and pulse that left leg up. There we go. There we go. Just keep on pulsing. Take a nice deep breath. Make sure that those hips stay facing the ground. I have noticed that little bit of a shift for myself within this season, holding my hips differently. I'm not sure why or how, but I have noticed it. Nice, slight bend in those elbows. We go in 4, 3, we go 2, hold it up, let's go down. We go tricep, press, lower, lift, tricep, press, lower, lift, tricep down, tricep up, lower the leg and lift at your own pace. We've got just a few more. We go 4, tighten that core. There you go. 3, just try it if you feel comfortable. 2, woo. Come on, last one. Lower, lift. Hold that leg up, just pulse to finish. Nice, shift all of that weight into that right glute. Ease up on those wrists. Nice, turn those hips down to the mat. There we go, tighten that core. 4 more, come on. 4, this is where we finish. 3, you go 2, and 1. Nice, go ahead and let that leg down. All of the shakes feel so glorious, darling. So good. Go ahead and roll out those wrists. We're gonna turn our bodies into our stretching position just to get a really quick cool down. We're gonna go ahead and stretch those legs out in front of us, making sure that those feet stay nice and flexed. Whew. Let's go ahead and catch our breaths. Take those arms right over those shoulders, palms facing one another. Take a big inhale. Just stretching up just a little bit more, flexing through those feet, pushing the back of the knees down, flexing those quads just a little bit more. So these are active stretches, making sure that slowly those legs are releasing tension. Forward fold, either keeping that flex or option on your exhale to point those toes, either grabbing those thighs, back of the knees, shins, calves, ankles, toes, whatever feels most comfortable. We're just gonna sit in that discomfort for just a second, getting comfortable with that discomfort. Catching our breath, reminding our bodies that we are taking care of them, that they are safe, that we can hold this small stretch for just a moment longer. Bring those shoulders back. Take a big deep breath. Inhale. Exhale to the best of your breathing abilities. I'm a little stuffy. And let's go ahead and bring it up. Roll out those ankles, shake it out. Mamas, I'm so proud of you. I am so thankful for you that you made it on the mat, not only to join me in my journey, but to keep yourself consistent and to just keep showing up for yourself no matter what that means in this season. So I hope that whatever you have on your heart, if there are any prayers that you share them in the comments down below, I want us to build a community of mamas, of prayer warriors that want to be there for one another in this season and out of this season, on the mat and off of the mat, to really just encourage one another that we can be the best mamas, the best individuals, the best women that we can possibly be. So if there's anything on your heart, drop it in the comments below. And then I really, really do miss knowing who is in my class. Having people in my class has definitely been different on this YouTube station channel. So if you can, go ahead and drop your name down below. Find me on social media. Let's go ahead and continue growing. Let's become friends. Let's become family. I can't wait to see you on the mat again on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Fridays. Let's continue to keep each other accountable. I'll see you next time.